So let us proceed. Oh my god, do I really just stay like that? God, it's like a rotating mannequin. Okay. Go on then. They're waiting for you. The others have returned as well, it would seem. Yeah, and what do you have to say? Your Imperial friend has truly impeccable timing. Had he come even a few moments earlier, he might actually have stood a chance. In any event, this is 2 battles won in a single day, which by my reckoning gives us twice the cause to celebrate. But first, I pray you grant me a moment to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, we are one step closer to freeing my homeland from the tyranny of the Empire. I am in your debt. Of course, if all goes to plan, this is like to be but the first of many such debts. Yet I promise to endure my insolvence with a smile, out of gratitude to the Kami for seeing fit to send you hither. It wasn't much the Kami so much as other circumstances. Yep, still sounds like Beauty and the Beast. Glory to the Hagen. What was it? The Han. Hagen? It's the Han. K silent. G is silent. Just glory to the Han. Hien has what could be best described as a shite-eating grin. But it would be rude of me to monopolize your attention. Doubtless, there are others who would speak with you. Let's go and greet Tumulin Hatun. I need to take up Mongolian. I am butchering this language, and I feel very bad about it. Hope everyone is alright, or alive at least. Holy shit, what the hell was that? Is that a fucking cloud? Mayhap you should speak with the Hatun instead of me. That is why we are here, is it not? Tamalun Hatun, we have returned and victorious! Welcome, warriors of the steppe. It is an honor to receive you once more. We observed the battle from a distance and marked the moment of your triumph. In that instance, I wept tears of joy. Not only did you bring us victory and an Adam, but you ensured that every one of my kinsmen returned with their lives. Some were more gravely wounded than others, but none were lost to us. We could not have asked for anything more. If it is not too much of an imposition, would you be willing to go and speak with them? A simple gesture for those with whom you shared the battlefield. And I'm volunteered for everything. Yeah. Alright, let us go celebrate and share the glory with our comrades. Spiky ball. How long it has been since last I saw young men and women celebrating a hard-fought victory. Let us pray we enjoy a similar sign in Yansha. The pleasure and the pain that can only come in the wake of battle. I know it well. Stop fidgeting. Let me set these bones. You're only gonna make it worse for yourself. I know. Just give me a moment. Where did you learn such feats? Is everyone in the West as strong as you? Can you teach me? Some part of me still struggles to believe it, but we won. We defeated the Orinir and the Dothel, and won. When they appeared before us, I was filled with such fear as I had never known. But then I saw you charge with Serena and the others. And before I knew it, I was running and shouting. I would carry the moment of that victory with me always, as well as the moment when you became one with the Ovo, and we declared Hagen. Han. The victory pose you struck was such a sight to behold. I say, would you be willing to show us again? Wasn't it like... I don't even think I have that anymore. Well, no, the one we had at the Ovo, not the actual thing. And Cloud victory pose. Yeah. And cutscene. Now I'm just showing off. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy's arm is still broken. You see that shit? Funniest shit I've ever seen. Hey! That's the stuff of legends! That's the Hagen I know. Praise be the Hagen. I am pronouncing that incorrectly as hell. And to the gods for guiding her to us. God, this is starting to feel like a code. Glory to the Hagen, for I have forgotten the voice I gave him initially, and her comrades, forever and ever, 100 years in the Hagen. Yay! Victory for the tall rabbit wife. Good stuff, Maynard. Alright, if we're done showing off, come Gigi. We have people to see and talk to. Alright. We're back. Ah, Dylan. I'm told you gave the young warriors a fine show. Fine subjective. Grandmother and I have been discussing how we might best express our gratitude to you. Mere words did not seem to suffice. I thought the gratitude was giving Hien an army of Zayla. Oh, good God, how do you pronounce that?
Morinkur.
Oh, so it's just how it sounds. Okay. This is a Morinkur, a traditional instrument of our people. The feats of our greatest heroes, like Badam and Chaka, are preserved in the song. Yours too will live on for years to come. Perhaps one day you might learn how to play it. But even if not, you may look on the Morinkur and remember this time, this place, as we will when we hearken to the music. Yay! Now we can fly. Well, just tongue-tie myself, why don't I? In crimson they walked. Lord Hien eyes are filled with determination. Oh shit, this kid's about to go Delta Ruin. At risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It is time that we saw to them. You're right. To whom much is given, much is expected. Nay, do not think yourselves so indebted to us. Was it not you who gave us your blessing to participate in Nadam, and you who saved my Lord Hien from certain death? Doma is in your debt, and will ever be a friend to the mole. And we to you, Gosetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you wish to return to Yansha with all haste, the passage to the south of the Dust Throne would offer the most direct route. Fucking R's. The Doctor has sealed it with the magics during the Doman Rebellion, when more men in iron came from afar. If ever there were a time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to the Dorthokar. But Before that, might we visit the Dawn Throne? I wish to speak to our most radiant brother. Are you sure that's a good idea? I know he agreed to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'll be happy to see us so soon after we beat him. Just about to go wackio. Are we gonna 1v1 Magni? Hama makes us for war, Lys. Ever since we came into this world, we fought. In Nadam, blood is shed, and lives were lost. Brown earth was stained crimson, and Zayla wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, an ending to mark a new beginning. We who are born are destined to die. As the seasons turn, we are born again. Thus spoke the first. So you see, we harbor no hatreds. Nadam is Nadam, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so. The Dawn Throne first, yes? Yes, and I shall accompany you. Stormblood is starting to grow on me. It isn't automatically as enrapturing as Stormblood or Heavensward was. But, you know, after a while, the kind of themes and music kind of take over you. Blessed be Soken. Nannybot, activate! What do you guys have to say before I bother him? There are fewer here than I remember. Let us hope we do not find our most radiant friend in a foul mood. I need to decide on an accent order. This guy sounds ridiculous, don't it? Just like that, eh? Not that I expected them to put up a fight. I found him quite intimidating before, but perhaps it will be easier this time. God, I gotta remember what voice I gave him. The sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. How about as ever? Should I be humbled in the presence of inferiors? I am a child of Azim, and you are not. Your triumph in the Nadam does not raise you to such heights. Batu will not be joining us. He was wounded in the Nadam. His hurts are grave. He requires rest, but he will walk again in time. Though it is no business of yours, such pity does not become a Hagen. We are no allies, traveler. Far from it. The Nadam will come again, and with it our rule. I say again, if you come, let us surrender the Dawn Throne to the Mole. Nay, the Mole are beholden to the will of the gods. They would not have us reside here. Ornir and the Budaga may remain. We offer Yansha, in which to speak of your part in the coming war. Ah, the Domans and the Iron Men. I remember our pact. Sound the call and the Ornir will answer. Full glad am I to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, but we'll send for you soon. And the gods are kind. I'm sure the Ornir will provide a great boon in the days to come. What are you doing, Magni? Of the dusk, a maiden gentle and ethereal, a dancer in the morning mist, and a warrior besides. What the fuck are you doing? Look into my eyes, child. See you, Azim? Are you my Nahama? Ohama? What the fuck is going on? Alright. Ordinary are always looking for, like, the wives, aren't they? I know not of what you speak, Brother Magni, but I'm certain you are mistaken. Right. Dude is simping. We should get going right now. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Jesus Christ, Magni. Let us never speak of this again. Now we know. We should probably explore the map before we finish up. Wait, is there a fucking aetheryte over there? What the hell's an aetheryte over there? As we enter Lion King Chorus again. Alright, explore the area, the spiky ball of doom, and proceed on our merry way. Gotta get these right up. Nanny Bot is most helpful. Too far away. Alright, that seems to be around the spiky ball, so let's just go get the quest. Drink of water. And the hydrate, ladies and gentlemen. Water does the body good. Even though it's getting colder, it's still pretty dry where I am, so drink your fill of water. Stay hydrated. Alright, what do y'all have to say? The Jedi ran from the desert reminds me of home. As daunting as I found it to speak with Brother Magni, it's nothing compared to the fear I feel at the thought of approaching Sardu Hatun. Wait, so her last name is just a title? She has like... Okay. Ah, Dr. Aha. Better late than never. How long has it been since they gave Gesser to the sands? Is there aught left of him, I wonder? Did you not bury him while you stayed behind? The fuck, Gosetsu? God, I don't even remember the voice I gave her. A Hagen and her warriors. Greetings, my lady. We come to you on a journey south, bound for Yangsha, where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in the wake of Nadam? Many were wounded, some few to the death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. It was a good battle and a good day to die. Soon we will greet them again. Ah, yes, sad. Yeah. And mayhap one who went before them go so. Gesser's seed has quickened in his lover. When the child is born, we shall see who waits in behind its eyes. Already, we must look to the next Nadam. We must grow strong of body and mind. Your war will help us to do so. Say the word and we will fly to the field. Of that, I have no doubt, for you are Dothriel. There's one more thing I would ask of you. The magics you use to seal the passage to the south, will you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on the great battlefield against a common foe. I trust you will fight with the same fervor you demonstrated during Nadam. Ha! And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Aught less will be a disappointment. Ah, look at those two. First they were butting heads, now they're comrades in arms. I think I like the Dothrael more than the Orinir. Like, they have this spunk about them that isn't arrogant. It's just fiery and great. All of them go out in a blaze of glory. It's insane. Alright, explore this part. How you doing today, Doug? Hopefully your week was okay-ish. And that's the Zing step. Alright, folks. So the path leads to Yangsha, back to Doma and the others. It's so easy to get why we're doing all this. I just say that woman has never known a single regret. I envy her. I will miss this place, but my heart belongs to Doma. The steppe and her people will always be dear to me. Say you, Serena. Drinking my water. Sadu Hatun has done her part. The passage will deliver you to Doma. It is here we must part ways until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, you know, but take care of yourself, Serena. Tell your grandmother and the others again how much we appreciate everything that they did for us. Holy shit, that was a sentence. I will. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. Wow. Serena is the gift that keeps on giving. It's my hand. Oh, it's red and wait, is this a banner of the Mole tribe? It's not the most practical of gifts, but we nevertheless wish to present it to you. I did not fully understand what had befallen Doma or your homeland, Lise, but I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The Mole placed their faith in the gods, and in turn they shepherd us. They watch over and keep us. We pray they show you the same favor. As it was in Nodum, blood will be shed, your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel. And yet, as it did here, it shall mark a new beginning there. May you ever walk in crimson, for in crimson there is life. In crimson, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Selena. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. God, out of all the places we have visited thus far, the Zim Steppe has felt the most solid. Maybe because it's like the one place that hasn't been spread over long and split in two thus far. Then she was eaten by a sand shark. The end. The hour of reckoning. The time has come for Lord Yan to return to Doma. Right then, to the House of the Fifths. With me, my friends. Whatever you say, frat boy. Antibot, activate. Or not. Antibot, there we go. Activate. Oh, wow. Where are we? Oh, we're on the other side. Excuse me. Boy, that's a lot of crystals. What you gotta say, Lise? Remind me, what part of Yangsha is this again? Ah, this air that fills my breast, these sounds which resound in my ears. I am home. There's a motherfucking tiger over there in your home. I have not used this road before, but I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce should lie between the south. I will go ahead and inform the sentries of our master's return. The music is so solid. Still feels like we should be taking a jovial walk on the road. Wait a minute. This means I can explore the entire area. Haha! Another one complete. And I already got flying. Positives. Here we are. I wonder if they're all gathered inside, waiting. Perhaps expecting a speech or some such. Well, no matter. I shall have to do what I have to. I shall have to do what I shall have to do. It's raining here.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Oh no, my voice on him is shit. Damn.
Lord Hien.
Nope, just a frat boy.
Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphino and Alizé Levieux, I presume. I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hien. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Is it bad that I forgot that's what he sounds like?
I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hien. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gyr Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
Yeah, without Xenos here. Without that
But there the
one-man
good news
army.
ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
So then we're just gonna have to strike first.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
Then victory will soon be ours.
The Han has spoken,
Oh yeah, so it's just
and I,
Han.
for one, am not inclined to argue.
The Han.
In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
GG is the real member of the rebellion, though. Look at him. So cute. Alright. Once more, welcome back. It's good to see you again, Interlink. Ah yes, there's another recent development we neglected to share with you. Alice and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory, and I'm pleased to inform you we haven't succeeded. Suffice to say, it should prove a boon for travel. Well, for those replete with anima like you, at least. Sweet. Not even waiting to go through nonsense. Hey. Looking good. This whole Doman Rebellion thing is shaping up. Oh wow. Why didn't I notice that before? There's a hole in the roof. How the hell did Garlemald not see this from the sky? Oh well. Might not be as obvious to us as it is to them. The room where it happened. Alphonse has devised a cunning strategy to reclaim Doma Castle. I imagine you are eager to hear the particulars of our plan. Allow me a moment to gather everyone's attention. Alright.
If all are in agreement, I will outline my plan to retake Doma Castle. First, Lyse and the Doman Irregulars will conduct a series of raids against Imperial targets throughout the surrounding area, with the aim of drawing the garrison's attention. Shortly thereafter, our Zayla allies will launch a surprise attack on the castle's airborne defenses. In this way, we will prevent the enemy's airships from rendering support and cut off one means of escape. Alize and I, together with the Shinobi, will exploit the ensuing chaos to infiltrate the moon gates and disable the Magitech field generators. Once the barrier is down, we will be free to cross the One River and reach Doma Castle. It is at this point that we must turn to our Confederate and Kojin allies. They will commence to bombard the castle with cannon fire, while sailing west towards the Doman Enclave.
Wait, the Enclave? Why would you want them to sail away from the castle?
Because the Enclave is home to countless civilians. Once pressed, the Imperials may well think to take them hostage, and I would fain forestall any such attempt.
Good thinking, Alphino. Got you good for a little shit.
After we have secured the Enclave, we may lay siege to Doma Castle directly. The main strength of the Doman Liberation Front, under Lord Hien's command, shall be committed to this endeavor, as will you and your redoubtable allies. The rest is simple. We scour the castle for the Viceroy, we find her, and we subdue her. Without their leader, what remains of the Imperials' morale will crumble, and they will surrender or attempt to flee. And Doma will be free.
What's the catch, though? There's always a catch with this thing. They never go according to plan.
Your thoughts, Lord Hien? If any points were unclear or gave you cause for concern, I should be glad to go over them with you.
Nay, 'tis a fine plan. You have a talent for this. That much is plain. We shall carry out Alphino's plan to the letter. Time is of the essence, as you know, so let us each see to our respective preparations. Carry on.
My wayward son. What's our chore? Hey, Hien, what the fuck am I doing? There is no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, please, would you lend a hand? That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alphinaud and find out how you might be of service. Sure. Hey, you little shit. What's up? Trying to keep me busy? Well, full glad am I to hear it. There is one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Halsey and I will need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turn to an expert. I've been conversing with Sid via Tataru. Our good guy Sid, and his great bushy beard, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on unlimited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I would like for you to go to Kugane and bring them back here. In the meantime, I will continue to work with our shinobi allies. Plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, Indolent. Thank you again. Alright, let's finish exploring Yangsha and then we'll teleport to Kugane. Anibot away! Go to Kugane, but it's hopefully not raining. Wow, it's just raining everywhere, I guess. What are you doing here? I thought you were off fighting nomads in the Azim Steppe. Oh, you beat them. Good show. A shame I didn't get to see it. I feel like Tataru would have been eaten alive in the steppe. Alphinaud has been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. May not be any good at a physical fight, but paperwork fight. I'm the true Han. I'm the true Han, yeah. I understand that reference. How Tataru got her groove back. Tataru has grown rather accustomed to her life in Kugane. I'd say check out that snazzy kimono. Tataru, you are looking sharp as ever. Hardest working scion in the game. You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment and it will be right out. What the fuck? It arrived not long ago. The porter delivered it to our office, along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he couldn't come here in person. Apparently his hunt for the dragon in Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, he was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphinaud to do the work himself. As soon as the parcel gets here, he can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruptions, but the parcel in question, is it one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sekisagami appearance. Though it does indeed bulge with a quality of paper reminiscent of a rather large instructional manual. The scent of lilac leads me to conclude it's, in fact, a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! The porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. Saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I doubt you not in the least. However, as he was tasked with a number of deliveries, I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster. We have to find that porter right this instant. My, she can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to their rightful recipient. I should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. I keep records on the deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was a middling height and build. Not unlike myself. Dark hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. Cheery sort, wearing bright colors as I recall. I will send you a few of my men out to search. In the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can't track him down yourself? And we'll wait here on the off chance that he realizes his mistake and returns. He shall become a mailman. Mail bun, if you will. Hydration. God, Kugane even looks great in the rain. Holy shit. Alright, where is this? Short black hair, bright colors, like the architect. Good day to you, miss. I have no time to chat. I have to head to the Bacario. Bacario? Or was it the hostry? Ah, no time. You dropped this? Oh yeah. I recognize that parcel. Delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not too long ago. What of it? Mistake? For the Seki Segumi, you say? You're right. That's stupid of me. But I have yet to visit the barracks. So for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange. Hey! Fantastic. From GG, we must return. Right. Back already. Tataro's as well. She can find the porter in case you're wondering. I'm so sorry I couldn't find him. I guess we just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. Look what I got, Tataro! This is it! That's the parcel! You found him! Well, knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. Nope, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magitech field generators Alphinaud requested. God, that's an entirely loaded sentence. I can only imagine what would happen had we not sent Indolent back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. Look on Alphinaud's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am, making the same silly mistakes. Aw, no, Tataro. You're a champ. It won't happen again, Indolent. I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and You may be pleased to hear that we have brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They required armaments we provide discreetly and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Loredo is pleased to hear it. Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphinaud and Alisaie my regards, will you? It was always good to see Totaro. Back to Yangsha! Away! Oh, stop raining. Oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. The plan's proceeding apace. Did it take me a day to do that? What the fuck? Here you have the documents. Excellent. This looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates, we should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. That is one less thing to worry about. Seeds of despair. If you seek further employment, Alphinaud can point you in the right direction. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alisaie. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. Oh, Alisaie! So, Alphinaud told you about my plans, and you wish to come with me. How far be it from me to refuse you? The truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what to expect. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let's begin our search to the north. Alright, let's get busy with it. Valley of the Fallen Rainbow. Right. This place, did you see anything or anyone on the note? Say water sprite. Let's have a look around. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. Yes, ma'am. This was the second point I marked on the map. No Imperial patrols near our headquarters then. Good. Last thing we need is a repeat of Raugo's reach. Even so, it would be prudent to search a little longer. Shit, she brought down a fucking tiger. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Damn it all. Can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. It's gotten stronger. Yeah. Next to you, I feel like a child playing with swords and sorcery. Though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Mokote I met on my travels. I was a master of the techniques and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. But I never could warm to common rapiers. I vastly prefer using a blade of my own creation, Despite the toll it took on me, Eliange's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try and recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons, to the south of here. Don't see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Alright. To shreds, you say? To ribbons. Ah, fake join. Always cock-blocking good music. Sup? Oh, hello there, young lady. My associates and I are in search of further soil for farming. This land caught our eye. You doubt my words. I suspect we have some other purpose coming here. How vexing it is to be questioned in this matter. Very well, she desires the truth. She shall have it. Deal with her. I summon Quay! In attack mode. Let's get their ass, Quay. That other one run off to. Hey, Alize! Good job, girl. And a cutscene. I saw them attack you, while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An Imperial, I presume. I knew it would come to this. At the hands of a Westerner, Doman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. Wow, that's like the first person to try and punch us out while we're having a flashback. Rest assured, the Nari will receive due compensation. Young Asahi has great potential. That much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of Magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course! Have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best Imperial education for our boy. I finished planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside. Now. Yes, Mother. What the fuck, lady? You did not mention that you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Kami rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless. One cannot choose one family. Indeed. She is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not, but she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Now a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding? Lady, are you selling your young daughter? What the fuck? That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. One of those soldiers hit you in the head or something. Does Alze not know we have the Echo? Well, if you say so. We should go and tell the others what happened here. Fucking bitch. The plot thickens. Alright. I assume she's back at the House of Fears, right? It'd be dumb if I was teleporting somewhere I shouldn't be. Yeah, haha! Victory! Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did. For that I am grateful. Tell the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we dispose of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before the comrades note the absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're alright, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. The limits of our endurance. If you still want for work, Alze has a suggestion. I tell you the rest and leave the rest to us, but seeing as that isn't in your nature. At least returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried, seeing that troubles afoot in Nomai. You may as well go and ask her what it's about. As for me, I will not impose upon you any longer. Alright. Lys. Lens Lys, what is up in your part of the world? We barely have enough armor as it is, huh? What's up? Ah, you're here to help. That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Nomai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. Remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? But the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. So the Dominant Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems it's not the case. I was about to go and tell Isse. Why don't you come too? Whatever you did say, you oh Scottish, whatever the fuck my accent is, dude. Okay. Nanny bot, activate. We'll have to come up with a solution somehow. God, I forgot his voice too. Ah, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Alze encountered. Glad you were right. Right then. You say, we have gathered all the rope we could find in the village. And every tool with an edge, but it's still not enough. And a hoe would suffice, but there's no more despair. Thank you, Chigusa. Rosen could use a hand if there is nothing else. As for the tools, I may have some out in my home. Don't search us. Take whatever meets your needs. I made rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly girl, of course you can. Hurry. You never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. Take care, kid. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Hien returned. So much to worry about. You're doing well, he said. Though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. That's what she said. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate. But we're not soldiers. We attack without any equipment. We'll be slaughtered. The Doman Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take him for him to send us supplies. Have you an armor in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There's one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He's experienced and may be able to help us. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though. Maybe you two could come with me? His name is Surunuku. He lives in Kusakari, in the south. Come with me. Butchering the Japanese language. Should rename all my streams that. Butchering the language of the Japanese. Take another drink. Alright. Ah, this little hut I saw. There's something odd about this man. This is Suranuki. Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? One who sings a rebellion? A liberation? Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, and go say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. This is starting out positive. Hey, Halo, how you doing? Broken Steel, Broken Men. Ooh, new weapon. Suranuki has seen your kind before. Say again. You want to meet the fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars? Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel and all that you can carry. The better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it was so simple, Master Suranuki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind and deaf and dumb boy you are. We are awash with broken steel. Magitech, great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, and I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help, but at least we get to blow things up. You're dead. So now you're part of the undead. Congratulations, Halo Undead Wolf. Overlord of zombies. No other kind of macabre fodder. No, seriously, what the fuck is that? Well, it's walking up to us, so it's pretty good. A busy week. Had to drive my nephews back and forth for a bit since my sister gave birth. Come get a licking. week we've actually been playing Final Fantasy 14. Okay, where else do we need to go? Over there. Yep. I like that they're still using items from back when we had to blow up a crystal to figure out who was killing young maidens in Fall Gourd Float. Yeah, that place. Oh, that one's taking a while to pick up. Alrighty. Guess that's that. Let's go back. You have the many plates of steel I demand? Show me. There you go. And you're committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war? Stupid fools. Doma is dead. So are her people. Lord Ken, Lord Yen, all dead. The blood is on our hands. So as Lord Cayenne, who saved us, spared us the worst when the Guardians came. Every shred of pride and armor he cast aside, without a single thought. All to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet. Restored to his throne years later, Paper Tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter. He would suffer it for his people. A life as a slave is better than none at all, he believed. Not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears. Dreams of freedom and liberation. Push him to take action, if only a little. 10 years of preparation, machinations, so careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned full of foolishness. But for that, O Lord Qian, months then, the Enclave, who raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered them all. You're wrong, Master. We're still here. We're still alive. Lord Qian too lives on in our hearts, and his son for Lord Yen has returned. Lord Yen? Alive? Cannot be. You lie. You lie. God, I need to change that guy's voice. That is destroying my vocal cords. It's the truth. Yen has come to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be? My Lord Yen yet lives? Oh. Bands of steel to bind tresses and belly. Yes. I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Thank you for the new sword. Check out this new sword. That is pretty nice. Yeah, that'll do just fine. I didn't think we'd have another chance so soon. But here we are. We're going to beat them this time. We have to. The Doman within. Lise is more determined than ever to play her part. Even after 25 years of oppression. Even after 25 years of oppression. They still have it in them to stand up and fight. They just have to show them the way forward. They said the eyes will stay and help Suranuke finish the armor. So you no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of Earths? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. That's about and see what you can find. Alright, away we go. Yeah. Sup. Everything is in order, miss. Under Lord Gorsetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Alright. Help. Oh, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in place. And everything is in its place. And everything is fine. How about you? I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear, and need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zayla allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out. Keep an eye on him, perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Sup, Hien? I'm your babysitter. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. Huh. To hear the Meta One would think I intended to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? It would be setting a lot more fretful minds at rest. Yeah, sure. Very good. Let's depart from Mosen at once. What's Mosey? You spoony bard. On a rain as of late here. Oh, I like that sword. I want that sword. But I probably can't get it. Mosen was home to many great and powerful families, men of armor, samurai, once. Great swords were raised and people put to the sword. And their remains stands as testament to what was and what will never be again. Come, I will take a closer look. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think this was once a bustling city, so full of life, a river of people, with a current all of its own. But even then, Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly. I will kick your ass, buddy. Do it. Guy, you can't hit shit. Come on. There we go. Your sword! Alright, Han, where were we? Even then, the Imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, but we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe, but at the cost. Forgive me. This is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings. though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here. Where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down the street, past those makeshift barricades, you will come to ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you are finished. Alright. I want your sword! Give me your sword. Hey, a weapon. Oh, that was simple. Alas, I found not of value. Did you? Have the sword! Still sheathed in its scabbard, though even shielded from the elements, it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognize the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had a chance to draw it. There she is, Doma Castle. My home. Let's keep her for a time. We're gradually moving the forces across from Luminous. Now her every court and corridor belongs to Yatsu. Her father spent much of his time there. I did not. May only have visited him on half a dozen occasions, if that. I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seems much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzen at least. Doma so much more than that. There beyond the moon gates, under the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us, wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life, not a story? The story of our journey from dusk to dawn, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, of our families, our friends, our peoples, and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep, Yen, son of Kayan, and the caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even final view. But in the end, in the end, Kami strike me down? How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what I can only describe as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved. And I know how. What are you thinking, good man? On the eve of destiny, Yen understands what he must do for Doma. On second thought, Indolent, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphinaud to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. What are you planning, Yen? What serendipitous revelation has occurred to thee this day? Alphinaud, you little shit. Gather everybody about. Lord Hand wishes to discuss the details of our plan. Very well, if he insists, I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain. Zion Step.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Soroban, you are a man of many trades. Fuck.
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
That dude gets around.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
Oh. Interesting.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father, and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild.
Bigger, stronger.
So let us only think of
Install
this
an
battle,
outdoor bar.
a victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
And a giant bed factory.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Hien, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
Well then, what do you think, Alvaro? It is unorthodox, but I'm in no position to speak against it. No plan is perfect, and there's ever room for improvement. Except my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the Jonin will lead the assault on the Moon Gate, not I. My place is at Lord Hien's side. What do you think, please? If there's nothing else, I'll be heading back to Nambai. Tsunanoki's working hard, and Issei is doing what he can to help. But maybe there's more that I can do, too. He was like a definite person when he began hammering those plates. Younger, brighter, full of life and hope. I mean, Issei was already pretty young. The plan is set, and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, but tomorrow we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. So Brandon informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed. God, please let me sleep. Far be it from me to refuse. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend. Yeah, good night, you little shit. Ah, cutscene. Kingdom Hearts. I mean, what?
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day.
Yeah, fair.
Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won, and what we've lost.
And what we gain. And what we also lose that too.
I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing.
Too true.
Right. Off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Alphinaud and Alize. Quietly, of course.
I haven't slept since I started my adventure. I'm a sleep-deprived rabbit. You know what that does to a present niece? Don't you fucking walk away from me? Please. God damn it. Fucking adorable. Just like when they were on the boat.
Ha! Another restless soul. Come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Oh god, they're drunk. You're verschnicket. You drunken mule.
Good. I should be interested to know her thoughts on the matter.
Well, matter is
Ah,
state
that's
of being.
enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak.
He's just downing the entire fucking bottle. Several.
In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first,
My
a
facial
defeat
tattoos.
at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. Long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan allowed at last to receive visitors called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said, for my dearest Shun. Live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Gosetsu. I got my ass kicked by Xenos too. Well, got our ass kicked by Xenos Club. I'll
Yet
work
you,
on that title.
all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Oh god, he is drunk. He's an emotional drunk.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair.
Shall I give you despair?
Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Yugiri, you may as well join us.
Man, you suck as a shinobi, you Gary.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
Oh, come on. I should have had a conversation with Yugiri, too. That would have been fun. Morning. I trust you slept well, or at least better than I did. You seem I dozed off in the middle of something. Kerosene with Lord... But you kerosene with Lord Hien and Gosetsu woke me from my fitful slumber, and I retired to my bunk. Alzay is faring rather less well than either of us, but she will be fine, I'm sure, so long as you do not remind her of what you saw. She embarrassed. The die is cast. All hangs in the balance, as Lord Hien well knows. There she is. I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Kojin not long ago. The sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things. We depart at once. And Punch McGee over here. Alphinaud, instruct Lys and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts will report no change in the Imperial's disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly, lest we lose the element in the supplies. Understood. Maybe I should give him his snooty sounding. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and join my unit. Yes. Gosetsu and Yugiri await the two of you at Moulton. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. I haven't voiced him like that since we first met his pompous ass. So off to Moulton. So we have the nanny bot hauling ass faster than usual. have to say. Ah, damn it. Summon Quay in attack mode. What the shit? Up, what? Ah, yes, my favorite of all video games, Quake. I've dreamed of this day, a chance for freedom, for liberation, for redemption, to 25 years of regret. Police will contact us once the attack has begun, after which the others will carry out their allotted tasks. Our part comes to the last. Too true. And now, we wait. Let's get this party started!
Understood. Wish us luck.
Good luck.
Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Oh yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Hell a high water for those lads.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Employee of the month over there, ladies and gentlemen.
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted...
Sucks to be you. Good morning, motherfuckers!
Sound the alarm! Fluminus is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
Falcon! Punch! Oh, Falcon kick, rather. Fuck!
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Ah, this is the first time we've gotten a Link Pearl voice-acted chat since Praetorium. Wow. Oh, here comes the pain. Saw you glorious son of a bitch. Fuck off, Magni.
Ah, war. To wield power, to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling.
So I don't think Xenos' voice actor does him do.
A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
Preening, Oronir! You fear that you will put the sun in shade! Those are for you. Go, claim your prey.
Oh, I've never seen those things actually flying about. They're always like destroyed on the ground. That's intense. Oh my god, is he? Oh my god, he is. Amazing. You're up, Sadu. And death to you, soul sing and all that. Should roll a black mage. That'd be fun.
Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
See, the Dr. L are just fun.
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
Fun, fun, fun.
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
Well, hell yeah, if war is the currency,
My
that'd be
lord,
fun.
the barrier!
Whoa, whoa.
That it
Good
should
job,
fall so
Alphinaud.
soon. Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
Is this a fucking competition? We're supposed to be doing something to help.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
I'm gonna assume that Alizé did all the work. And Alphinaud just took down the barrier. It's all coming together. Damn! I need those cannons. Pop your bell, because I'm in need of those cannons. Oh, it's not opening.
The wall is breached. The Kojin II will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
Meanwhile, back at the ranch.
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. He would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the lastest flailings of a fool.
Well, that's pragmatic.
Speaking of which, how fares my room?
Oh yeah, what did you do to him after he came back a favor?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owless. By all indications, it was a success.
Who the hell is Lord Owless? Is this someone we haven't met
Is
yet?
that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrath. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
I still really want her headband.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Oh, shit is coming to a head, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. What do you say, Gosetsu? It is done! The water surges through the broken masonry and floods the castle even as we speak. Though my heart breaks at the sight of it, I must be strong. All of it is for the sake of Doma. The Confederacy report that they have secured the Enclave. We need not fear for civilian safety. Aye, there can be no doubt the Viceroy is trapped. So comes our part. Our Cochin allies will deliver us to our destination, to the Western Dock. Do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, Evelyn. Sounds like we're gonna head to the Gold Saucer again while we wait for it. Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard. No, I have to do. Ho! Greetings and well met, my friends. Come aboard. Climb aboard. There's room enough for you all. Indolent. That we might improve our odds of success, we will divide into two parties upon arrival. One comprising of you and your adventurer comrades, and the other Gosetsu, Yagiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route. Dispatch any Imperial forces that attempt to bar the path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yotsuyu. Agreed? Sure. Then let us be about it. For Doma. Doma Castle now accessible. That's what we got. Doma Castle. To win a war, one must be willing to do whatever it is required, even if it means sacrificing the very thing one set out to reclaim. And thus did Lord Hien declare that Doma Castle should be flooded, to eliminate the greater portion of the Imperial garrison and trap Yotsuyu in the keep. Your allies have set the stage, and now you must play your part, as well as your wandering adventurers, whom you have recruited to fight for Doma's liberation. The fate of the nation shall be decided this day. Marshal your forces and venture unto the flooded fortress. Yeah, but have you considered Golden Saucer? Do my weeklies. Fail at this 3 times. Yeah. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. GG, I will teach you how to grapple, like the responsible parent I am. So I, Scotty, Warrior of Lights, Agent Extraordinaire, shall teach Chi-Chi, my son, the tactics of gambling. That is a dud. Let go a bit too early, chat. Oh, and good timing too. Let us go in to Doma Castle. I need to buy more grapes. DPS? DPS. Wake up, DPS. Guys? Hello? There's one. Oh, someone's asleep at the wheel. I think I just put myself in teleportation limbo. Man, this place is fucked up. Really awesome. Surrounded by cat girls. Ah, great. One of those things. design. Belisar's wall. Quite. Yes, that's all the fun, all the mechanics. We just hit level 70. Alright, what's next? One of you buggers. Star taking. Fight the coals and water. Can you, brother? Slow down. Lining up. There we are. Wow, a lot of rank stuff. Bard. Crap, that was an explosion. Hello! Oh, fuck that thing. Seen someone get shoved. And you're done. I can't use anything here. Oh, actually in the castle now, huh? The castle proper. Oh, we got ourselves a tussle. Welcome to the park. not this big of a pain in the ass like a Nagan. 100 there, like 4 people. Yeah, this looks like the boss room. Man, these bosses are coming back. Cutscene. Uh-oh. Oh, come on! Is that who I think it is? Dude, you need to get a hobby. Pick up sewing, cooking, anything. This is an unhealthy obsession with me. Now you got a chainsaw. Dude, you suck at it. Fuck? Alright, hey. Hey. We go together! Oh, that can't be good. Oh, that can't be good. Fuck off, my man. Die, die, die! Together! I would prefer not. Thank you, good stuff. What other formations did you guys possibly have? Crazy cyborg rogue again. Chainsaw gun. And why can't I have one? This is illegal stuff. Illegal. Yay? Don't seem too happy about this fight. And everybody's gone. How did we get? Giant scimitar, it seems. Well, then. Let's go catch up with Ganon, folks. God, that was a really fast but wild dungeon.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
I don't think that's gonna reach her, Ian.
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew!
It seems like a bunch of lore drop.
What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Domon. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself. To survive as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation.
Her parents sucked ass.
That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doman in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat.
And she discovered sadism.
Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh!
Oh, don't show your O face.
There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance.
Can't believe French is...
Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads.
We can just, like, teleport out in 5 seconds. Like a boss. That was impressive.
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
God damn it. Why? Why is it never Alpha No?
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold it forever!
I mean, obviously, but still.
No! We will not leave you behind!
You're right. Let us replace you with Alpha No.
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
Gosetsu!
No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
Holy shit, that's a face.
Tis naught this old frame cannot bear.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons.
Just stand there. Let's fucking go. Let's get Alphino in here instead, actually. He can hold that up. That'll be fine.
Nay, thank you for granting me new purpose and a measure of peace.
Anytime, old man. Anytime.
Gosetsu.
Guys, come on. No, seriously.
You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And I'm a better man for your guidance. And the Doma we built together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
I am, Shun. More than you know.
Aw, damn, man. Right in the feels.
Hien! Hien!
What the fuck is that?
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
God, first Horse Chiffon and now Gosetsu? Man, this game... It does not hold back when it wants to punch you right in the fucking gut.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time.
How is he? Like, so pink.
Gosetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Not to discourage you, but it's that's
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
Gosetsu? It's been an honor. No, but seriously, why wasn't it Alphino? Everybody dies but Alphino. Fucking pissed. He was right. The day is won. People must know. What happened in there? Where's Corsetto? Tell me, it was not for nothing. Oh, victory is ours, is it not? Then why are you all so quiet? Read the room, Sorbonne. Let's see. The world turned upside down. Alphinaud is at a loss of words. Thank you. The occupation is ended, then. The people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gosetsu for loss. For aught else, we must needs search for the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river, and I could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily, without fear of drowning. But Sorbonne, you are a blessing of this entire expedition. Be reasonable, brother. You know he is right. Bye, Sorbonne. Indolent, a word if I may. My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam far into the ruins as I could. And? Did you find him? Nay, lady. Naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse is most unusual. The floor beneath him gave way before the rest. It is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I am sorry. There is naught for which you should be apologizing. Thank you, Sorbonne, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins. The people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. That was dramatic. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take her to the Enclave. Loading broke before Gosetsu. Yeah, I get the feeling the old man's still alive, somehow. Not sure about Yotsuyu, though. Mayhap we should tell the others of the House of Fierce to gather there. Magni and Sadu know not of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Serena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend. You were instrumental to this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. Any bot? Activate. Alphinaud, you lucky shit. Another good character dies instead of you. Ah, it's Tansui. Since Tanturio was on his way as soon as he saw you flee the keep. You've never actually been to the Enclave, have you? It was a lively place before Zenos set his troops. You look like shite. Captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? Yeah, you snarky little shit as always, Tansuyu. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for a celebration. Those people you're about to see need something to celebrate. You can pry Alphinaud for my cold Dan hands. I will! I'll fucking fight you, dog! Nah, I'm always shit at PvP.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
Oh, la-di-da!
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
Oh, you meant it in that tone.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught.
Man, Xanos doesn't know how to clean up anything.
Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
And then I behead him in front of all of you and become Emperor myself. The end. Nah. That
Some
seems
few words
far
of
too more
encouragement would
exhaustive.
not go amiss, my lord.
But he's never been one for speeches.
Right. Yes, of course.
Ha! Off you trot then. You're the Lord, remember. Stand tall. Well, if you won't say something, I will. I don't want to do that one. Off you trot then.
Right. Off I go.
Fierce in the face of battle and wilting against the speech. Damn, that 180.
We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
This is one hell of a speech. I'm impressed. Holy shit, you don't all have to jump out at once. Yeah, this is turning out to be a solid expansion. It doesn't... what's the word I'm looking for?
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Right.
It doesn't endear to you immediately.
Indeed. This is but the beginning.
But Stormblood is growing on me.
And it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
Alright, now we go back to Ala Mhigo and finish things, right? Alright, well. Bye, Doma, I guess. Let us exit stage left. We came here and did what we had to do. See, Heavensward had a great setting and great cast. So far, Stormblood has a really strong cast, except for Xenos. Oh wow, they're already starting. Damn, you get... Look at this place. It's already filling up. Those Domans were really fast. Oh, Hien is not with you. No matter. The sun and the moon were not fated to share the same sky. Oh, you will not be staying in the Enclave. We're journeying here from the opposite side of the world, but until now, it didn't seem half as far. I think that means our work here is done. I'm glad we could be a part of it, that we could see with our own eyes. Things we can change, that people had the courage to stand up and fight. Are you certain? Are you certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities, at which you would be the guest of honor, like it's not. I'm growing tired of festivities and feasts thrown in my honor, especially since the last one got someone assassinated almost. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate by rejoining the fight for freedom in Gyrbania, for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You are leaving? I'm afraid so. We got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war has ended, and there's no cause to remain. Lord and Dr. L have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue Two... oh, the Blue Two must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders. We are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, we sail off into the dark. No matter, we have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, so on. The captain never was one for mingling. I'm a pirate. Give me a song at the tavern, and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien, no ties for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. We are for Kagane. We would be be happy to take you there. The waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. It's better than the light of the crystal. Crimson is far less blinding. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way, until we meet again. The D&D character is based off Gosetsu. That seems like an awesome kind of character to play. He's kind of like the Iroh character. Naught remains undone. You are ready to depart. Alrighty. To Kugane then. I'm really excited for your journey through Shadowbringers. Well, we're slowly inching our way towards it. In a way, this too feels like a homecoming. How long has it been since Caravelian brought us here? It's just as colorful as I remember it. I can hear his voice. My ears haven't stopped ringing since he first barged his way into the Rising Stones, veritable force of nature. It's a rare thing for us to sail into Kugane like common traders. Don't rightly recall the last time, but we'll have good news. Have everything. Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the sexy Gloomy arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Uldar. A swift and secret departure. Alphinaud would like to return to the Ruby Bazaar post-haste. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your heretical endeavors, I suppose. But I think the fastest way would be just to teleport to the Aetheryte from here and go to the Ruby Bazaar. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though. Rashio and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was mine, Master Alphinaud, I assure you. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have already charted passage for you back to Limsa Lominsa. Ship is to leave port this very day. The captain has agreed to wait until the four of you have boarded. Four of us? You mean to stay in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here. You needn't worry. I'm a regular at the hostry and half a dozen other local institutions. Everybody loves me. Of course they do, Tataru. You are the hardest working Sarin. Fuck yeah. So go. Don't let me keep you. Buy supplies and souvenirs while you can. When you finish, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2, to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. So then she turned herself into a pickle. Ah, good old-fashioned side music. soothes my heart. Right. Pikachu's at the holstery, so let us fucking go! First to arrive, as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind. The cutscene.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
Too true.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
Take us into the
As ever,
graveyard
Tataru,
again.
I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Not to speak of, I assure you.
Did they forget the speech bottle there? I think they did.
You there! Hold that ship!
Oh, hey, Hian.
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. We half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Ah, Hian, you big...
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
Are you coming with us to Girabanya? So that'd be
You mean you
fucking
came all
fantastic.
this way just to say goodbye?
Oh, okay, never mind.
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say.
Alfred, you bitch.
You helped us win our freedom. And for that I cannot thank you enough.
Ah, close enough.
Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of the
After
dome?
all, this is the reason we came here in the first place.
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense, to which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma?
Too true.
And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself and Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lys. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Ah, Yugiri's coming back with us. Awesome.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
I thought they were waiting for us to book. Never mind.
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends. And may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Ah, Tataru looks so great. Goodbye, Kugane, you magnificent city. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Oh, this should be good. Sometimes I feel like Xenos is like a cat. He lounges around everywhere.
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Shut the fuck up.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we've poured into that hole, and for what?
Man, the morgue must be busy.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws.
Bet you sharpened your
I
claws.
wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
Dude, you kicked our ass twice. You don't need to sharpen shit.
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranier Lupi.
Oh, god damn it. Who did they take prisoner? God damn it, Kryl. Kryl, do you ever get a fair bit in any expansion?
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
I take it back. She's fucking savage.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
That's the Anne's voice actor.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
Is he about to kill another guy? Wait a fucking minute.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
That looked like Gaius' gunblade.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I would not hear another sound pass her lips. Until I strip the fat from her.
Like, am I wrong? Wasn't that, like, Gaius' gunblade, or do they all look the same? Oh, we don't get any traveling map anymore? Okay. Oh, that's sweet, sweet Limson music. Back in Eorzea at last. Ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not so who we were when we left, but stronger than Ryza. At least you are. So let's do it. Let's go back to Ala Mhigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. While you were away, home is where the heart is, and Alphanos is in Eorzea. Here we are, home at last, I might say. The journey passed more quickly than I expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. In spite of all that more and more, we will return better for the experience, and more importantly, triumphant. Indeed. And with Doma freed of Imperial oppression, it's only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for it, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear that what we've accomplished, and it sounds best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. Hey, Admiral Hottie! I say I'm not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Alden Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Kiribania? Aye. The Alliance still holds the water despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kent and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides towards rebuilding the depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations with mixed results. Sorry to say. There's a complication arising from one each such event, which movement to seek you out. During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Cryo Baldessian was taken prisoner. Cryo? Do they know where she's being held? She has a shitload of blackmail on me. They do not. But your comrades were informed at once. I'm told Tancred is in Gir Erbania looking for her as we speak. I kinda forgot Tancred existed for a second there. How could this happen? We must seek out Tancred without delay. Nay, Kral taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring the full understanding of the situation. Thank you for informing us. Proud though we may be, we must make haste to Casham Oranius. Pray, excuse us, Admiral. Lady Yukiri. I swear, Tancred vanishes for 2 whole expansions, right? Right? Like, he was gone within reason. Holy shit, that's loud. He was gone within reason from, like... Hold on, let me teleport to somewhere more quiet. Okay. He vanished within reason from Heavensward until the post, and then he vanished for most of his expansion, only showing up and being mentioned now. He was barely even there for when Papolino sacrificed himself. Hey, it's Arnvel. Haven't seen you in a while. Sorry, Indolent. It's all my fault. Hey, Tancred. What is up? I need to remember what voice I gave you. There you are. Have you heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral... God fucking damn Lim Salaminta. Brovhisvan. What happened? Crown and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Y'shtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arnvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos... I will make no excuses. I failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Y'shtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the Skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fighting, I caught a glimpse of the leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of being a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the Echo as Indolent is, of course. Half the time, it's hard enough to knock me on my ass. But I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. So, you walked in Faldola's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she would but hold her soul. Traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order, told her to return with Cryo Baldessian, alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making references to Cryo or her current whereabouts. Excuse me. Is there? I'm gonna have to turn that way the fuck down, because that was loud as a waterfall in this game. If there are orders or to bring Cryo back alive, we could save her if we moved quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past the enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperial's undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to Castrum as we speak for the meeting with General Aldeon. If you hurry, you could find him on the road. Discuss the situation beforehand. Yeah, he's been like that since post-Heavensward. Dressing like a emo kid on his way to a concert. I think Indolent and I are going to go and see Conrad like he suggested. You ought to wait there. Thanks for volunteering me. God damn it. Nanobot activate! Actually, I don't have flying yet. Motorcycles, go! Log off, let's see. God, it's been so long since we've been here. It's been like 2 months since I started this expansion. Well, if it isn't a pleasant... Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? Fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, niece. Indolent. I'm sure you've heard about Cryo by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it. But we'll see. We'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. Aye. I have no doubt you will. You look strong. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass. And that's good news for Cryo. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us. And no mistake, Anvil's been a godsend. Him and Minago, all the other young bloods, have achieved so much in such short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who have been instrumental to freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Urbania, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. Together, with the refugees returned from Uldar and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though, we've come a long way. We still have far to go. But we'll fight for every Ilum, and sooner or later, we'll get Elamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to catch the Moronius. There's no point in you telling everything now, when you only have to say it all again for the Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others you're not far off. Alright. Back to Astron. Speaking of which, one day you will have to get an Argo. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the Rainmaker, which they recently re-added to the Golden Saucer? Yeah, I think they re-added it. I think I read about them re-adding that hairstyle. God, back in whenever 5.45 dropped or something like that. I don't know. I can't keep track of patches. I've been actively avoiding any spoilers, so I haven't looked at patch at all. But it's like a headline from Kotaku or something. Huh. You spoke with Thagrid then? Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Master Camp's party approaching. If you're ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. Apparently they did. So, you know what? If you ever want to go get it for your lizard lass, go for it. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to change to lizard lass after the Stormblood. I have an idea. But I'll save that for afterwards. Rauger's Beacon. You, Roban, and your allies have much to discuss. Or maybe I'll change to a Viera male, I can't think. It's gonna either be a Viera male or a lizard lass. Because I like being a small lizard wife. Plus you can get helmets. You, Roban, and your allies have much to discuss. There you are. And there's Commander Kemp, I see. I know you are eager to speak of your next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma. Well, let's see. We broke Lemson Law by parlaying with pirates. Hopefully. We can hope.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Well, as you can see, Alphinaud's still alive, unfortunately.
Very well. Allow me.
Him and Tataru are the strongest ones. Kryl doesn't seem to be given much to do after an introduction.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
In fact, Kryl feels like she's supposed to fill in for Minfilia without doing anything else thus far.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
God, I miss Roban's voice. He has such a good voice actor.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Pippin, the Hobbit has the right of it.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Veladina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it. Castellum Veladina.
I name this operation Rulger's Beacon. For as Rulger once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
Holy shit, Roban, you're really good at speeches now. Why would you do that to yourself, dog? Who hurt you? Oh, I could never do this guy's voice justice, so I'll just continue doing the deep, gravelly voice. The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Casum Veladinia, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he's ordered for Dorla and her men to see to the bridge's defenses. So, we'll get to fight the Scholars again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She's decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster the forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find we are ill-prepared for the counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye, for Dorla is too aggressive, not to press the advantage. No. Aye, for Dorla is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where commanders will rally the forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of the garrison occupied, leaving us to tackle the bridge's main defenders. Clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperial smell of rat return before we've taken place? I don't need you to take Valadonia, Commander Count. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them Valadonia is lost. Hit them hard with our reinforcements and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castellium. What say you? It's a bold plan, but a good one. What to do? In any case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Please, Ardvel, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Halsey and I will remain with the Flame Channel. We will return to Ragna's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. I want a coat. It's a nice coat. And once again, considering the hair options, this is the worst because I can never find anything I like more than my normal style. Well, I hope that, is it too much to hope that Endwalker brings in a hell of a lot armor that you might like? Oh yeah, we really are just at Ragna's Reach already. Armor has never been the issue. It's always there. Well, okay. Yeah, that's fair. And I wasn't kidding when he said they'd made a lot of progress while we were away. It takes 100 battles like this to rescue a Prial, and I'll fight every one. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. This is going to be grand. Oh yeah, that would be quite the pickle, Doug. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Valadonia is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. But there's no need to do all that, right, Minago? Not so long as I have a griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms now. Arnvale, we're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? Aye, sir. Our forces are departed for Castellium Corvette. When ready. All forces that are part of a Castilian cover when ready. That will be all. Hinterling, stay with me a moment if you would. It also hurts that I have really grown attached to one hairstyle. It's like I'm fighting myself. Oh, you poor person. Maybe one day they'll release an awesome hairstyle for lizard wives, and you'll be glamored galore and a hairstyle efficient. There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people. They can tell it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber. Another's an old fellow who likes to pass the time the shore of Starfall. Last one is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fridges. You'll know him when you see him. Come, and find me when you've finished. I love complaining about problems entirely my fault. That is a fair judgment, though. Alright, let's see what we got. Hey, I know you. Private Scotty of the Maelstrom. It's an honor to meet you. I was leaving your hands and mouth in Uldar, but decided to enlist in the flames. After I heard tales of your daring do, and now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Private. We'll give those Imperial horse sons what for. What for? Oh, good. You found the hairstyle. So was it in the gold saucer? Or was it somewhere else? Looking good. Oh, that is a solid glamour. Absolutely amazing. I was thinking of going something white as well. But I need a few pieces that I haven't encountered yet. Very snazzy. Like. Let's see. I had just forgot about it. This is a jacket I farmed for. Wow. Where'd you get it from? It looks close to the Griffin armor. That's awesome. Oh, because I wanted the armor on my samurai. Snazzy. Kefka Savage. Wait, Kefka's in this? Oh no. You are looking fantastic today, Doug. Well done. Oh, see you later. Right over here. The main one. Oh yeah, there's. You mean they start over here? Embassies will spawn over here eventually for the quests. Then you finish Stormblood. Okay. Well then I'll have to look into that because I'm eventually going to want to conquer this entire game. Level all classes up to max. Do all content I can before I move on to something else. Which is a lot of stuff, I know, but I figure I can alternate between Final Fantasy XIV and another game. This is where you can do a whole bunch of raid trials, which are from previous FF games. Well, if it has Kefka in it, I assume that one's going to be like Final Fantasy 6 related? Oh my god, you have a mini airplane. That is fantastic. Those miniature shark bombs. Oh my god, that's amazing. This also drops from Kefka. I'm gonna have to eventually farm that too then. Get as many mounts, minions, triple triad cards, glamours as I can. Anyway, I should probably continue the game. Looking good though, Doug. Looking solid. It's not that hard if you are level 80. The issue is waiting for other people to play it with. Sounds like I'm gonna have to start my own FC to cover content. And Dylan, am I right? I remember you, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Well, Red and the rest of us had got it into our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Rauger, like a Malja summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear what happened to Wellred? Joined the Braves when they came calling? He turned up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead, after all. But, at least he died doing what he thought was right. And I remember that's the best folk like us can help for, eh? Not that I'm in a hurry, mind. Ah, so one of the lads from then. It's fun that they're doing little callbacks. That's the guy who we got the necklace for. I say, if it isn't the lass who helped me find the ward I misplaced. Ah, and there I go again treating you as an equal. It wasn't until after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken time out of her busy day to help me. Well, what is done is done. But know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle. And next, and the next, and the next. That will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Alright. Closing in on noon here. So let's see what we can get done before then. Had a word with the man I mentioned then. Yep. As I'm sure you've noticed, they have another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another. But that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Girabania his entire life bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life. Swore to serve another nation, only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil, who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing larger, we've grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there's also the potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort of lead such men and it'd take a special sort of to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Someone like Lise, you mean? I see we're of one mind. I have to make the decision herself, of course. You've traveled with her, been by her side, and she's had to make hard decisions. You've seen her at her worst and her best. If you think she's got it in her, then she does. It was an option I thought was fun. I don't actually believe it. her first instinct in everything is punch first and ask questions later. She has a bit to grow before she can become the leader of the resistance. Or Ala Mhigo in that manner. Look after her, Indolent. She's our future and my hope. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. Yeah. Good girl. Right then. We'd best head to Castellan Corve. What remains of it, rather. Yep, that does look snazzy on you. Alright. Where the hell are we going? Small lizard life. Alright, take care, Doug. It doth. The hidden truth. Serpent Marshal Brookstone is in need of a soldier. Indolent Scotty of the Maelstrom, a moment if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adler with overseeing the occupation of Castrum Orionis for the internment. As an adventurer, I realize it is your want to attend to matters both great and small in all corners of the realm. Though it should go without saying that you must also uphold your obligations to the Maelstrom and the Eorzean Alliance. Thus, I would ask for your aid in a reconnaissance mission in the fringes. Pray, speak with Lieutenant McCall. When you are ready to receive a briefing, she will be overseeing the operation. I'm proud of you. You're still the one streamer who has made it this far. Out of all the ones that you started watching at the same time, or what? Wait, were you the one that started watching them all at the same time? Was that someone else? Do my eyes deceive me? It can't be, but it is! It is Scotty, the Griffin's Bane herself. Yes. Yes, the great hero who defeated the Griffin atop Belsar's wall, bringing his plans of conquest to a shuddering halt. I can think of no other title that so aptly befits your prowess. I pity no one else seems to think so. But enough of that. What brings you the illustrious Griffin's Bane here to Castrum Orionis? MSQ and experience. Serpent Marshal Brookstone has required your assistance in my investigation. Oh, goddammit. Serpent Marshal Brookstone has requested your assistance in my investigation. This is such an honor. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Ah, goodness me. Where are my manners? Talia McCall. Military records of officer at your service. I cannot offer much in way of combat, but if you should have any inquiries regarding historical matter, you need only ask. Now then, let me appraise you of our situation. Shortly after taking control of Castrum Orionis, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Guardians, personal records dating back to the beginning of Ala Mhigo's occupation. As you might have guessed, a great many were conscripted and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprisingly large number were executed, as a reminder of what would happen should any step out of line. What we weren't expecting, however, was a number of prisoners listed as simply whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during their imprisonment, or even escaped, but we could find no other documents suggesting what became of them. Be they living or deceased, it is now our duty to find them. Not just for our records, our own records, mind you, but the loved ones as well. They deserve the peace of mind of knowing what happened here. Would that this were a recent incident, though. It will be no easy task to ascertain their whereabouts after 20 years, but I believe I know where we might begin with the station. The Nata have called these lands home long before even the Almenians came to settle here, and as luck would have it, the Resistance has established cordial relations with their people. Perhaps they remember something of what happened all those years ago. I started watching and helping out streamers around the time you started. Most of them gave up somewhere along the way. Two of them was sucked into the pit that was Primal clubbing scene. What? And I have never seen them since. The hell's Primal clubbing? Magitech Beta, Captain Loskrix, has lost something very important. Private Scotty, just the woman I wanted to see. We misplaced a number of Guardian drones taken from Balasar's wall. And by misplaced, I mean the damn thing sprang to life and stormed out of the base. They need to be dealt with before any civilians come to harm. Being familiar with Magitech as you are, I can think of no one better to assist us if you would be willing to help us. Go. Oh my god. Speak with Lieutenant Nabisco. She is overseeing the initiative to terminate the drones. Primosar Data Center. It is widely considered the hub of Final Fantasy XIV clubbing. Like heading out to the club at 2 a.m. partying. Ether is considered the RP club. Actually, that's Crystal. Or maybe Crystal is the ERP bug. Who knows? But this plays a game to get into clubbing without finishing the story first. That feels like going to the movies, buying a ticket, getting the popcorn and everything, going to sit down, watching like 30 minutes of the movie, and then leaving to do something else. That seems like a waste. But that's just my opinion. Like, at least finish the story. You know, do whatever you want after, but... Giant bed! There's a fucking giant bed! I want that so fucking much. Sorry, I got sidetracked. What was I? Anyway, but yeah. Story. Finish story. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that if I want to conquer this game. I'm gonna have to do all crafting and gathering too. Private Scotty, your assistance is greatly appreciated. The drones were not in our possession for very long, but a cursory inspection showed that they were made with heretofore unknown metal alloy. They are all but impervious to traditional firearms, which is why we commissioned Garland Ironworks to fashion a weapon capable of penetrating their armor. It has since been fitted to a suit of magic armor, which I ask you to pilot. If I'm not mistaken, this would not be the first time you piloted one of these suits. It should take you no time to familiarize yourself with the controls. Now, the drones were last sighted due east of here, and to the north along the Verdania River. I feel like recapturing them is out of the question, so do whatever you deem necessary to stop them. Oh shit. Reaper Tom, baby! I'm pretty sure it's the Magitech bed now. Currently selling for 999,998 gil on the market board. Fuck that, I should just craft it. I want to still have gil for that increase I've been hearing about. Yeah, but I was going to conquer this game anyway, so I might as well. Granted, I'll probably do most of it off stream, but I'll still do it. I don't think it'd be entertaining to just watching me craft things all day. No? I find crafting to be a miserable thing. Yeah, that's probably why I'll do it out off stream. It's fun when it works, but it's not my thing. That's a fair assessment. There are some really easy ways to level crafters. Like how? Got any suggestions? Whatever makes the grind easier for me is better. No. So long as it doesn't burn me out of the game, I'm happy. I want to still do Endwalker, but there's probably going to be a few days lull in between that I can do stuff. So, any tips or tricks? All welcome. See if I can... Yeah, that'll do. Complete the mission, you get about the level of it. Your Grand Company offers crafting missions each day. Complete a mission, you get a level of XP. You can just go buy the item on the market board. There's lots of crafters. They can sell them cheap, but easily craft once they know the daily mission. Gonna have to track down these missions then, aren't I? Alamagan prisoners capturing 20 years ago. Yes, I remember. When the Guardians gained a foothold here, they interned any and every Shriders, Anata, it mattered not. Most were forced to serve the Guardian military, dispatched to the lands from which they would never return. If I'm not mistaken, prisoners who remain were taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded, and I fear the worst for them. Settlement to the south? Why, that would be Bittermill. I recall records of its residents seeking asylum in Gridania when the Guardians first arrived. The place was all but razed to the ground. Let us begin our search there. Perhaps something of value still remains in the rubble. Hey. Welcome back. I take it the drones have been disposed of then. Excellent work. We were quite fortunate for your presence. Save for Lieutenant Nabisco, none of my men could even activate a suit of Magitech armor, let alone pilot one in combat. I only pray that that isn't a detriment in the future. There is still plenty more of those drones out there along Belisar's wall. Many more of them should suddenly stir. At any rate, we will continue working with the Guardian Ironworks, so that should such a day come, we will be ready. Uh-oh, looks like you're in bad shape. What are the Guardians doing here? They probably kind of conquered this place. They cannot be allowed to leave. Get them. I summon Quay in attack mode. Get them. about you, Joker? Ah! Yeah, that's what I thought. You okay there? Goodness, that's smarts. Perhaps I should have devoted more time to combat training. Though no amount of training would have made me a match for the renowned Griffin's Bane. That was a magnificent display. My thank you. Valiant soldiers was certainly the last thing I expected to find in these abandoned and otherwise forgotten buildings. Not to catch them unawares, but I'm quite certain this investigation would have ended poorly had you not arrived. Still, I find it quite curious. By all rights, the Guardians should be too busy contending with the Resistance to waste time in a place such as this. What were they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. If we are to make sense of any of this, we must search this place from top to bottom, until my heart returns to my chest. And that is the sound of both my throat coming out and ending. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you beautiful rainbow people in between, thank you so much for watching. We will continue this tomorrow. Don't know what I'm going to be doing Thanksgiving week, but hopefully I can still do these streams daily for you guys. So I will bid you adieu. And pose. Oh, let's not take a picture. And pose most gentlemanly. Thank you all for stopping by, and I will see you tomorrow. Y'all take care. Have a good day.